everybody, it's Chad from CNR Reviews. I'm going to be doing a full disassembly of this Stoeger Cougar 8040. This is the one that was scratched from the gunsmith, and we're going to be showing you how to fully disassemble this. I'm going to be Duracoating this gun, and so I wanted to go over what I'm going to be doing, what I'm going to be using, and then Ryan's actually going to take apart a couple pieces because he's done it before. So he's going to show us how to do it. So what I've already done, I've already removed the flathead screws that come on the grips. The grips just come off. I had wood grips, but I'm going to be Duracoating this combat gray, and so the wood's not going to really look very nice with the gray. And I'm going to be doing black accents as far as the little pieces go. So let's go ahead and let's take this thing down. Remember, you push on this button right here. You flip the switch, or you flip the little takedown lever down. Gun comes apart. Now, as far as full disassembly, we'll pull the spring, pull the barrel. I'm going to go ahead and set these aside. I'm going to be just covering up the Trigicon night sights. The rest of this, I don't know what I'm going to end up doing. I'm unable to take apart the decocker on here. It's about a pain in the ass to do, so we're going to go ahead and refrain from doing that, and I'm just going to try to tape off around it and figure out maybe a better way to maybe Duracoat this area, and we'll figure out something. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and set the side the slide away, and I'm just going to real quick show you before we're done the little scratches and divots I'm talking about. There's the scratches and stuff. So I will be sanding this with I believe it's 220 very fine grit sandpaper, and I'll show you that before this is over, but we're going to go and set that aside. Now the first thing I'm going to take apart is the takedown lever. It's very easy to do. Basically it just snaps right back up. What you want to do is you just push the button on this side, you push it, and on this side you just flick this all the way around. You keep pushing it, and you flick that lever up. So let's do that again. I'm going to push on this side. I'm going to flick this lever all the way up and around. Sorry, I kind of did that off the screen. So all the way up and around. If I release this, the pin and the spring come out. We're going to set that in this little neat little Stoeger Cougar whatever. We'll go ahead and pull out the takedown lever, and that comes right out. There it is. Alright, we'll go ahead and set that aside. Next we're going to pull down the, this is the slide release. And all you're going to want to do is literally just pull it straight out. Pull up a little bit and the pin comes right out with it. As you can see, there's a little tiny spring in there. And when we do the assembly, we will go over this. Toss that in there. Next thing I'm going to pull out is the trigger bar. Now I'm not going to take out the trigger because there's a little spring inside of here. Sorry, the lighting's not the greatest lighting in the whole wide world, but that spring is a pain in the ass to get back in. It's not impossible, but it's a pain in the ass.
Where's the flashlight?
Oh, that's right. I got the flashlight. I'll show you that. Let's see if we can see it in there. There's a spring in there. It's a pain in the ass to take apart. Don't do it if you can help it. So I'm just going to tape off around this trigger. I'm going to fill this with cotton maybe and just tape it off really well. Let's pull this trigger bar off. And basically the trigger bar honestly just pulls right off the trigger. I want to make sure you actually have the bar. Just pull it off. There's a little tiny spring. Let's grab the flashlight. You see that little spring right there? What are you going to do? Ryan, will you shine the flashlight on that?
Sure.
I'm going to take this little spring and I'm just going to put some pressure on it. Flick it up and off. Now the spring's not attaching. I can literally pull the trigger bar right off. It comes right off. So that's going to go to the side.
And there's that spring.
There's that spring right there, right here.
Shot of it right there.
Now the spring just comes up and off. Come on, there we go. The spring is very easy. It's just held in there by one of the ends of the spring. And there's the spring. Okay, so that is about as far as I can disassemble this at the moment. Ryan is going to disassemble the hammer, so we can get that out of the way. And by the way, this is the Elite, or no, I'm sorry, this is the Beretta Inox hammer. that he has been generously enough or generous enough to actually give me. He's going to go ahead and take out that, and he's going to show you guys how to remove the the mag release on there. So let me go ahead and turn it over to him. Turn the camera. There you go. Oh, there you go. Right.
I'm gonna just sit down where he was. Okay, so first things first. Let's do the let's do the mag release first. Now, the way this thing is in here, first of all, it's just plastic and it's just kind of held in by these two little springs in here. It's kind of a pain to see, but I mean, you can probably, I don't know if you can see them in there. There's a little notch in there that it's got to fit in. So, alright. So what I normally do is I just kind of press down on the opposite side. Here's this, like if you're right-handed, your release is going to be on the left side of the gun for your thumb. Okay, so I take the opposite side, the right side of the gun, and what you do is you just push down on it, and it just pops out. Now be careful, because there's these two little springs in there, or there's that little spring in there with these two little pieces, and that can fly out at you. If it flies out and you got carpet, good luck finding it. Luckily we're shooting on a linoleum floor, so the first time that I took it out and it sprung all over the place, we were able to find it pretty easy. But if you guys do take this out and you need help putting it back together, let us know, and we can help you put it back together. It is a little confusing, but we can always do a video on that also. So I'm not going to break that down right now though, because it's kind of a bitch to get back together. So all right, so that's the mag release. The second thing that I'm going to do here is the hammer. Okay, so there's this little pin down here at the bottom.
Let me grab that.
Okay.
Flashlight so you guys can see.
There's this little pin right here at the bottom. And what you want to do is you just want to take a punch here. And you want to press that pin out. You want to kind of put some pressure on this bottom cap. On the Beretta, it's a lanyard cap, but on this one it's not. So you just kind of release that with your finger there. So there's your pin, and there's your little cap there. So this is gonna move back. If it goes too far back, you can always press this and kind of bring it forward a little bit more. But you want it kind of like that second notch there. Next thing you do is just tilt it, and out comes your trigger spring, or your hammer spring. Now they sell different ones that can change your trigger pull, and it'll actually lessen it a little bit. You can also go with lighter hammers, like the Elite 2. The Beretta and the Stoeger hammers are totally interchangeable, so it's the exact same thing. And I'll show you guys my hammer off of my 92 FS Inox compared to this one, because this is actually from my Inox. So the next thing you do is this pin right here needs to come out. This big one right here needs to come out. So what you do is, it's just poking out on the other side here, right there. And what you do is you just kind of push it with a punch, and it comes right out. And there you go. Then you can just take the hammer and pull it directly out. Now, there is a hammer, like a spring bar in there, like a spring guide. In this one, it doesn't come out. This is what it looks like. This right here is what it looks like. In the Beretta, it comes out. In this one, there's another little pin that's holding it in. If you don't need to take it out, don't take it out, because it's kind of a bitch to put back in. You have to make sure that it goes in directly like this, kind of following the line of the gun. So, yeah, and you have to drop it in just right. So that's the disassembly of the hammer. Now, with a comparison of the two hammers, again, this is Inox. This is an Inox hammer from a Beretta 92 FS Inox. This is the hammer that I have. This is the Elite 2 hammer that I bought from Beretta. This is the hammer that I have on my Inox. They are exactly the same. They're the exact same hammer.
So you can interchange those parts
you can interchange them
with
the Stoeger.
So just be aware of that.
So you can put the Elite 2 if you're ever wondering, if you ever wanted to get like this skeletonized hammer, and put that on your Stoeger. You can order that from Beretta, and it'll fit onto the Stoeger with no modification at all. So
anyways, guys, that's the takedown as of right now for the Stoeger Cougar. I'm going to be hitting it with this 3M Sandblaster 220, very fine, and we're going to go ahead and hit the slide really good, and then also hit the frame. And then when that is done, I will just do an update on that, show you where I've taped it off, how I've taped it off, and then whenever we get the Duracoat in, we'll show you how to spray that on, and then we'll show you the end result. So anyways, thanks for watching, and this is Chad and Ryan from C&R Reviews, and feel free to ask us any questions. We're more than happy to help. Have a good night.